Hi, I'm Gina Mangham. I have lived in DeKalb County for over 30 years. I am a longtime neighborhood activist, and I am here with Renew DeKalb and East DeKalb Community Coalition. Today we're here to talk about data centers, and specifically to organize around keeping large-scale data centers out of DeKalb County. Currently there is a pending text amendment, which is just a new law that would define the parameters for bringing data centers to DeKalb County. We don't want large-scale data centers at all. We have looked at the ordinance. They have done all kinds of things to try to appease us by saying, oh, we can help the water situation. These things use tons of water. We can help the electricity costs. They're going to use their own transformer. But what they're really not understanding is all of those things are important, but what's important to us is the impact on everyday DeKalb County citizens. These data centers have adverse health impacts, they have an adverse impact on the environment, and the long-term impact is really devastating. There's not a whole lot of land left in DeKalb County to develop. And all through the election cycle last time, we were told that we needed more rooftops and that we would get the kind of economic development that would improve the quality of life in DeKalb County. And what do we get? Proposals for data centers. It's really outrageous. And what's even more outrageous is that our commissioners are not listening to us. This isn't an issue where we're divided. The citizens have made it clear. We don't want these in our neighborhood. And the kind of money they're talking about bringing to DeKalb, to me, isn't a whole lot. But even more important, that money never makes it to our communities. For years we have been told, oh, if you pay this, we're going to improve your community. We've been paying for MARTA for 50 years, no transportation to speak of. We have been paying for SPLOST for the last 8 years, I believe, and we still have streets that need repair. We still need sidewalks. I personally, in East DeKalb, have been looking for a fire station, just a fire station, for the last 10 years. And so we continue to collect money, but for some reason it never gets to us. Even more infuriating, we just got a 10% per year increase in our water rates. We have a strained water system. We're under a consent decree. The deadline to meet the requirements of the federal consent decree have been postponed twice. We are now actually paying a fine. That money is supposed to pay that 10% increase for these improvements in the water system. First of all, we don't know where the money went before that was supposed to fix the water system. And now we're being asked to collect more, to get more money for repairs to the water system. And at the same time, we're going to put more strain on the water system. It makes absolutely no sense. So there are so many issues, and we have tried to outline them. Renew DeKalb wrote a white paper outlining all of these issues. Why? Because we were promised by the CEO to get a white paper. It never happened. So we did our own research. They tried to discredit it. The BOC tried to discredit it without even looking at it. The only person that gave us any consideration was Commissioner Ted Terry, and we are hoping that we can work with him to get a health impact study and an environmental study done, so that the board can see really how devastating these things are to our communities. So there's a lot of politics behind this. There's a vote coming up on next Tuesday, January 13th, on the Element project, and then there's yet another vote on the 27th on the new law defining the parameters for data centers. So I think they're just trying to wear us down. First of all, I don't know why we have two separate votes on this issue on two separate days. People have been going down there at night on September 30th, on November 20th. Then they went to the daytime, where it's even harder for people to get down there, and we were down there on December 16th. Now the next two votes are on January 13th and January 27th. We've been down there 5 times already, and there still hasn't been a vote. Now, we are happy that there's a 6-month moratorium, but that's only for new applications. Right now, we are most concerned about Ellenwood and this new law. And finally, the new law is not enforceable.